Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Charles Conrad. We have our team leader, Nick Black, Joshua Salinas, and Jose Vital. Our project, and we are LED Zeppelin. Our project is intended to help the solo musician or small band create their own light show for any situation. I helped with troubleshooting both hardware and software, as well as the physical build of the entire project.
Hi, my name is Jose, and I developed most of the hardware that you see there, like the guitar overlay and the clamping mechanisms. The purpose of the guitar overlay is to shield the user from touching the LEDs as well as house LEDs to display different patterns depending on the user choice. And I also developed, it is actually developed out of plywood, 8-inch plywood and 16-inch clear acrylic that was cut here at the UTD machine shop. And I also developed some of the clamping mechanisms that hold the guitar overlay to the guitar, and that was actually 3D printed. And like I said, the purpose for those clamps is to hold the overlay without cracking the clear acrylic is a little sensitive. Yes, and here's...
My name is Joshua Salinas, and we'll be talking about summer stretch goals. First would be the DMX. DMX, or digital multiplex, is a standard protocol that is used in the music industry to kind of communication, and it was kind of necessary for us to implement that into our project. The way that it's done currently, it's that you have to pre-plan your lights, your effects beforehand, or have someone in the background manually move the switch, kind of like a lights board operator. And so there's a lot of factors there that we wanted to eliminate, and so we implemented that protocol into our project. And lastly is our PCB design. We wanted to take the Teensy and the Audio Shield and combine both of them in just the one single board. It has the same features as the Teensy and the Audio Shield, as well as some of the pins that were not really used in our project, and it's available for display in our booth.
I'm Nick Black, and I wrote the code and wired the system. Our project can be used with any instrument and can be used in series with other effect pedals. The system's designed as a DMX controller. What Josh was saying is that's used as a standard protocol in stage lighting. It uses an RS-485 signal to transmit that data to our spotlights. The system also addresses roughly 600 LEDs on the guitar overlay and the LED panel at the same time, and there's no noticeable delay. And using the yin algorithm, the frequency mode displays a unique color pattern for 50 different notes and chords. So if you play one note, you get a completely different pattern if you play another note. And project completely ready to demonstrate in our lab room.
Any questions?
What
Yes,
kind
sir.
of microcontroller did you use?
It's Teensy 3.6. What's the actual microcontroller?
It's an ARM processor on it. It's a 180 megahertz processor, 32-bit. And it gives us all the horsepower we need to running 600 LEDs and the DMX spotlights all at the same time. And it's also picking up the frequencies, so it's doing a yin algorithm, which is similar to a autocorrelation, and it's doing that each time you play a note. It's going through and processing all of that and addressing the LEDs and the spotlights.
What type of latency do you have once a person hits the note? And
So we originally were gonna try and test what the actual time it was to do everything, to address the LED panel and everything with the 1 megahertz clock rate. It can take about 70 microseconds to actually turn all those lights on. So when you play a note, I've used a guitar pick, I hit the string and I haven't even come off the string yet, it's already lit up everything. So there was really no noticeable delay. Our goal was to have it less than 1 second, and we're definitely there. You can see it in a live performance.
So just a question, you've got, I see a lot of power sources in terms of the power supplies and the wall outlets. Did you give any thought to what kind of isolation that you would need and prevention of ground loops, particularly for audio equipment?
So we've been testing it so far. We turned off it was a high pass filter for going in the line out to the amplifier, and that got rid of a lot of noise and things. We have a shielded metal aluminum case that everything's housed into. But we haven't done any other shielding. We have a shielded cable that we use to transmit to the actual guitar overlay and things. And then the DMX lights, they use a RS-485 signal, so that it uses a differential output, and that eliminates any like actual electromagnetic noise.
Okay, so you didn't need any actual isolation of the single paths?
Not that we noticed in our experiment.
Yeah.
All right, let's thank the team.